pastelling core. And no, this is not an ASMR video. This is me at 2:48 a.m. playing a dating sim, finishing a dating sim, when I probably only have an hour to do so. Okay, to explain what is happening, I cannot stream technically later today, at a reasonable hour. And here is why. My vacation starts tomorrow, and I was not aware of this. Therefore, I cannot do that this stream. So, I decided I would stay up very late until my mother went to bed. And thus she did so about 5 minutes ago. Now I have to remain very quiet for a while before I can really do anything. I'm hoping my mic is not too sensitive, because you will hear my cat, because she tends to get rowdy around these hours. Hence why I never sleep. However, let us continue. I did go back just to save us some time, get the gallery pictures. And if Amigo Lupus ever watches this, no, it is not because I am thirsty for Stan. It is because I am a completionist, and gosh dang it, I'm gonna get the freaking next photo, dang it. Okay, so this was from the fishing trip. Oh my gosh. That is from the boxing bit, which I had to play 3 total times to get, may I add. Stan, you better have been worth it. So we are on the final chapter. I would not care as much if we were like in the middle of a chapter. However, in the middle of this route. However, we are on the last chapter, my dudes. And I want to win. So let us play Stand Round Disco Night in a quiet tone. Sports. When you open your eyes, you're being stared down by a fat, wet snail. Ah! Oink. Oh, Waddles, it's you. I'm realizing very quickly that because I have lowered my voice, it may sound a bit... What is the word that I'm looking for that's PG? Different? Not PG? But that is not intended. You just have to be quiet. The plump pig is lying on your chest, and boy, he's real hefty. Jay, you jolt up at the sudden voice from above you, sending Waddles falling from your chest into your lap with a squee. You turn to see Mabel, all metal-filled smile and rosy cheeks, barely able to contain her glee despite nearly scaring the life out of you. Hey there, sleepyhead, it's lunchtime. Is it? What happened to breakfast? My circumstances are making me laugh for some reason. A glance at your phone tells you slept in past noon. Instead of leaving and letting you get ready for the day, though, Mabel sits right down on the edge of the mattress with you and looks at you expectantly. Really, Cat? Do you have to go to the bathroom at this moment? Can't you hold it for whatever with you and looks expectantly at you? So, how have things been going with Grunkle Stan? Has he told you about feelings yet? Have you two kissed? We've gone on 3 dates, Mabel. Oh, you're not sure you would tell her even if either of those did happen. Yeah, sure, both things, lots of times. Why don't you ask Stan? Cat, please. Why can't you go to bed? Why can't I go to bed? I warned you. Twyla, hey. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so I have a spray bottle. I'm gonna hashtag expose myself, but PETA come at me. But I do have a spray bottle in case she decides to be rowdy and not act like she's not a good cat, disciplined cat. Again, when I talk low, it sounds very wrong. Well, no, neither of those happened. I mean... Okay, so it doesn't matter. Won't you ask Stan? Oh, sure, both of those things lots of times. Well, no, neither of those had happened. I mean, we've kind of talked about feelings, just not in an intimate way. We've talked about past feelings. Okay, anyway. Okay, maybe there haven't been any milestones, but things are going great, right? What do you think? Could I just get changed out? What do you think? Absolutely, definitely. And I think you should tell him how you feel. Keep that in mind. But can I get changed now? Oh, right, silly me. Come on, Waddles. They leave, and you're left in your thoughts. Be gone. With all the hectic supernatural stuff in Gravity Falls that inexplicably often finds itself in or near the shack. You haven't been able to spend much significant time with Stan since your boxing session. You've only found short moments, like a late-night game of cards that ran rather longer than expected, because by the end of it, you both just left the deck on the table as you listened to him tell a story about how this one time you guessed that was a significant amount of time. You just never really wanted those moments to end. Just yesterday, Ford came up to you in the kitchen standing with a bowl of cereal in hand that he was apparently in the middle of eating, and basically gave you a condensed version of, if you break my twin brother's heart, I'll make you regret it. Fair enough, Ford. Bowl of cereal turning out to be 95% marshmallows did not make him seem any less intimidating. I'll take that into consideration, Ford. You're not sure why he did that. As far as you know, there's nothing official between you and Stan. Besides, Stan and Ford don't even live on land anymore. They'll be setting sail again, exploring the seas and documenting the oddities of the world. From what you've heard about it already, it's intense stuff that keeps them on the move and untethered. And I feel like I've read this, so I'm gonna skip it. Heading out through the back door so that don't disturb Sue's current tour, you found the house to where your car has stood still for the past 2 weeks. Sure enough, there you find Stan staring thoughtfully into the hood before he spots you and brightens. Hey, how's it hanging, Jay? Fancy finding you here. How's the car coming along? Ford said he wanted to talk to me. Did he? Maybe I skipped it. I apologize. Fancy finding you here. Outside your own house, where Ford told me you'd be. What can I say? I'm unpredictable. Never know what I'll be up to next. Your car's almost good to go, as far as I can tell. I'm planning to take her out for a quick test around town to make sure. Sounds fun. When do we go? You ain't coming. I don't want you inside if there's an explosion or something. There won't be, but It's a precaution. Okay. But if you're free tonight, I figure we could, celebrate? Yeah, sure. What do you have in mind? Can't tell you. That just ruined the surprise. Dear Lord. All you gotta worry about is yourself. Meet me back. Oh no. Meet me back here in a few hours and wear your best studs. Okay. Stan shoots you a wink, twirling your car keys against his fingers before he turns and gets into your car. Unsure why you couldn't go with him and hang out tonight, you wave goodbye and watch carefully as he revs the car to life. It works, and hey, no explosion. He gives you a thumbs up, which you return, and pulls out onto the dirt road towards town. A handful of hours later, and it's just about time to get ready for your date. Stan got back to the shack a moment ago, and through the window you spotted Mabel talking to him outside. Though you couldn't figure out what they were saying, you laughed to yourself when she took his face in her hand, squishing his cheeks and looking him straight in the eye. A cute intimidation tactic, maybe? After rummaging through all the clothes you'd brought with you for your trip, you're relieved to find an outfit that fits the occasion. It's something classic, something flashy, something casual. Nothing so splashy, so I'm gonna go with that. You don't remember why you packed it in the first place, but you're sure glad to have this outfit now. Feeling good about the outfit you chose, you head outside to meet Stan. I really hope I'm in like a disco pantsuit. It's like blue, like a light blue. Basically, I'm wearing like Danny's like thing, except less. Well, I guess more. Like the sleeves and stuff. Like full sleeves. I hope. I hope I'm making sense. Step out. Goodness gracious. Okay. You step out onto the back porch and are met with his back to you, looking off into the distance. You're about to call his name when he turns in your direction, and your words die on your tongue, speechless at the sight of him. Ooh, buddy. No. This is just... I just like this a lot. Anyway. He looks handsome. Your eyes catch on the way. His gold chain glints in the light, drawing your attention to his proudly exposed chest. Goodness gracious. Helpfully framed by the cut of his shirt. The boots? The buttons almost strain to contain how good he looks, and your gaze follows the line lowered to how Stan whistle. Wait. No, I was not. Anyway, Stan whistles playfully at the sight of you. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Thank you. Do a turnaround. You're not so bad yourself, I believe, is the reaction I need to have. Yes, it is, and I would say that anyway, probably. Not too bad yourself. Sure clean up nicely. You give him a once-over, as though you haven't already been looking earlier. Stan's cheeks flush the faintest pink as he smooths out his jacket in response, posture straightening proudly. This look used to be all the rage back in the day. Trends may fade, but Stan Pines has still got it. So where to? Hands in his pocket, Stan nods over to the Stanmobile, a few feet in front of you. Only one way to find out. He offers his arm and escorts you to the passenger side, opening and shutting the door for you before heading over to the driver's side. Aw, okay. That's nice. It's definitely not a requirement of me, but that's nice. While you are already looking forward to this, the way Stan looks makes you all the more eager, and that cologne, it suits him. You watching, thinking to yourself just how crazy this all is. Your brain is telling you to get a grip, but your cheeks are beginning to ache from smiling so much, and you can't bring yourself to mind. Ah, dreamy. The El Diablo soon purrs to life and you're on your way. Since you don't know your destination, you're not sure how long the ride will be. Not like you mind at all. Turn the radio, enjoy the main conversation. What the heck? You're on a date. You always this mysterious with your dates, luring them off into the night with the promise of a good time? Stan chuckles. Nah, only ones I like being around. Good to know. Besides, you should definitely know what to expect from a drive with me by now. The unexpected? Bingo. You gaze out the window again, unable to keep the smile from your face. Another minute or so passes before Stan speaks again. Alright, we're almost here. Close your eyes. Really? Yes, really. And I've got a blindfold in the glove box if you can't stop yourself from peeking. Goodness gracious, I cannot read. Okay. Somehow it looks like he's not joking about that last part. After what you've seen with him, it wouldn't be a surprise. Comment on it, leave that one alone. You mean by comment, but... You know what? I haven't saved, so why not? Comments on it. You laugh and cover your eyes with your hands. We can save that for another time. I promise I won't peek. Oh my god. Oh goodness gracious. I was expecting something to that extent, but... Oh no. You can't see, but somehow your instincts tell you he's blush red from that. He laughs, pleased. You keep your eyes closed for an... I'm sorry, I can't bypass. Oh, goodness gracious. For another minute or two, as Stan begins to tell you about the time he was hogtied and blindsided by some thugs on the side of the desert road. Goodness gracious. Just as he gets to the good part about how he had to hitchhike using only his nose, the car comes to a stop. You both hear and feel Stan put the car into park and realize there's muffled music not too far from you. Can I look now? Hold on. Stan exits the car and the footfalls tell you he's walking to your side. In a second, he's there opening your door. Can I look now? Stan chuckles. Unless you can walk with your eyes closed. You open your eyes to see a rundown diner, Greasy's Diner to be exact. The building's about as slightly shabby in appearance as it was when you last visited. But under the glowing "We Have Food" sign is an eagerly hand-painted banner reading Disco Night. Through the windows you can spot energetic silhouettes and flashing multicolored lights. Hardly grandiose, but it's still beautiful. Oh my god, Stan. He takes your hand and helps you out of the passenger seat. What, you don't like it? I love it. You remembered. Disco, really? I'd probably say, I'd either say I love it or you remember, but I'm gonna go with you remembered in this scenario. Wait, did I miss something? Okay, yeah, you remembered. I thought I accidentally skipped something. I know you've been dying to see the magic I make on the dance floor. It seemed cruel to keep you waiting any longer. What an honor. Let's get going already, season. We'll see if you can keep up, old man. Oh-ho, now you're in for it, kid. Hold on to your socks. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like this new music. Can't see me, but I'm dancing. Anyway, as you step inside, you're greeted by the sight of a dance floor. A disco ball reflects fragments of colorful spotlights all around the room, and even the cow skull above the jukebox has strung lights wrapped around its horns. Okay, I'm leaving that alone. There's a good amount of people here. It's mostly older adults, which is unsurprising given the music genre, but there are a few younger folks who seem to be enjoying themselves unironically. You're surprised you don't see Mabel and her friends here. finally look at Stan and catch him pretending he wasn't just watching you for your reaction seconds earlier. You didn't do all this just for me, did you? Nah, it's a monthly thing that picked up a while back. I lent them some equipment for it every time, but I may have knocked it up a week or 4. He's smirking. He's so proud of himself. You roll your eyes and give him a fond smile. Well then, let's dance already. Aww. This is so sweet. Ugh, as cliche as it is. I never posted on Tumblr that I'm streaming. Hold on. Not that I hope everyone has gone to sleep unless they are in a different time zone in which they would not need to be asleep. But I'll go ahead and post a quick thing on Tumblr. What does a Tumblr app make you feel? A lot of things. Streaming. Let's romance Stan. I'm streaming on my channel for probably the final part of this playthrough, because I kind of do want to look at the bad endings. Gravity Falls and streaming. Cool. And post. Cool. Alright. Anyway. Grabbing Stan's hands into yours, you lead him onto the dance floor and he follows eagerly. Alright, we can start you off with something easy. Nuh-uh, I need to see your moves first. Make sure you're the real deal. Got any requests then? You did not put that in there. You did not. That doesn't exist. That's not there. Oh my gosh. Foxtrot seems more up your alley. I'm not the young buck I used to be, but I still got some Lindy Hop. Isn't that a different dance? That's not the point. So you're not gonna throw me around like a rag doll. Got it. Please, I'd never... Stan. 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 We talked about this. No, we didn't. We did not. Thank you, Stringbot. I'm glad you're here. Anyway. And you dance. Before you know it, the song has passed, and then another and another. You weren't too sure at first, but Zan's actually a really good dancer. He's light on his feet, and he's definitely got rhythm. He knows just where to guide you and how to hold you. Oh god, you hope your hands aren't sweaty. Are they sweaty? Your face sure feels hot. When he shoots you a wink before leading you into a half turn that lands your back flush against his... That lands your back flush against his chest? Okay, sure. You're stepping up pretty good, Jay. You having fun? I'm in a weird scenario at the moment. He asks low in your ear in a way that makes your heart flutter as you sway together. Just because I have such an amazing partner. I could say the same thing. I can't even talk. I'm so flustered at the moment. Stan laughs, brings you back to face him. Okay. Yeah. Stan laughs and brings you back to face him, but the song ends only seconds later, and he releases his hold on you. It's a slow song, and Stan raises his brow at you questioningly.
Take initiative, decline, be humble. Freaking go for it, why not? Of course you want to continue. Laughing, you take his hand into yours and guide it back to your side. Stan beams and brings you closer still. You're about to rest your palms against his chest, but change your mind and rest him on his broad shoulders. You're almost nervous to look him in the eye, face to face, moving slowly as one. Nothing to distract the one from the other's gaze. Try not to think about how good he smells or how comforted and electrified his hold makes you feel, and you definitely try not to think about how a slight lean forward could easily bring his lips to yours. Song changes again, almost too soon you think, but Stan just picks up his tempo to match, keeping your proximity the same. By now, you don't even have to look at your feet. The pace quickens, and you both get caught in it. A swing, a twirl, another swing, and you're dipped in Stan's arm so smoothly that it takes you a split second to realize why you're nearly upside down. Stan's grinning down at you, panting from the intense bout, holding the dip. You're speechless, you're not ready for this. Kiss him. I mean, you know, just why not, right? Like, why not? Like, what are we to lose here if we just go for it? I mean, what is life if we do not take risk? What is life if we don't take initiative with things, be assertive once in a while? Life is pretty boring. So I say we kiss him. Or we could wait until the end, like we did before. Kind of. Either way, I feel like this is a nice moment. We're slow dancing, kinda. Having a good time. I mean, the guide says it's there for a reason, so you know what? Let me double check that. Sacrifice 2 points to kiss him on the lips. You'll still have enough to do perfectly on the date. Ooh, I didn't see that. You know what? We'll go for the "you're speechless" because I probably wouldn't have gone for it. Surely there are stars in your eyes as your gaze holds Stan's in amazement. Apparently pleased at what he sees, he laughs and brings you back up into his arms to finish off the dance, just as the song ends. A quick glance around the room lets you know that most of the surrounding patrons were watching the two of you dance. They look away as you notice some whispering and some getting back to their own technique. It's Stan who speaks first. You hungry? I mean, you can say that. However, I believe there is a different direct object that could be used there that would be more fitting for this scenario, but that's probably just me. Anyway. Wait, is it a direct object? Yes, I believe too. Yeah, because verb transitive. Okay, yeah. English major, hello. Not what you were expecting, but you're kind of relieved he's keeping the mood light. I made the joke, and now I'm paying for it. I actually ate before and I thought you'd never ask is probably, yeah, that's what I thought, because that's what I'm going for. I kind of want to see his reaction, though. Nah. I thought you never asked. Great, my treat, kid. Pick anything you want. course, the place he's most generous at is a diner whose most expensive entree is $20. Lucky for you, I only want some fries and a shake. Sounds perfect. Instead of waiting for a server to come by, Stan goes straight to the counter to order. You sit down in a pleasant, unsticky booth to wait for him and notice that Stan left his jacket on the seat next to you. Put it on, don't put it on. Oh, I want to put it on. I would love to put it on, actually. Lit, I can. In no time, Stan returns with 2 orders of fries and 2 shakes. I mentioned this in the earlier stream, but I'm such I'm the type of person who will, even from friends that are going away, I will ask if they can let me borrow a shirt of theirs that they've worn recently or worn a while, so I can have it when I'm really feeling sad and lonely. So yeah, totally. If you are together with me, your jacket's getting stolen. I apologize. He grins when he sees his jacket draped over your shoulders. Hope you don't mind, I was feeling a bit chilly. Nah, that one looks good on you, and it's not wet this time. He sits sliding in right next to you. It's been a while since I just got fries and a shake from an old diner. Not usually something people my age do, I guess. You're different. They just don't know how to have a good time. When was the last time? You're different. You're different, Stan. From what I've seen, there's a lot about you that's unlike other people your age. Stan looks down at his fries instead of meeting your eye. Is that a good thing? You think I'd be here if I thought otherwise? He makes a non-committal sound and takes a thoughtful swig of his shake instead of answering. Since you brought it up, what is it? What's what? Your age. He shakes his head, smiling. You don't want to know, kid. Of course I do. I believe I calculated it one time, but I don't remember it. No, I think my friend calculated it. I think M calculated it, and it was 60, 70, somewhere in there, but I don't remember, off the top of my head. Of course I do, that's why I asked. But don't worry, you don't have to tell me. He purses his lips, expecting there to be some sort of catch. I don't really care, I was just curious. Figured I'd ask. You already know mine, and nothing stopped you from asking me out, so I'm sure it'll come up eventually. You state so lightly, picking at your fries for a good first bite. Stan simply stares at you for a moment, like he knows you have a point. He shakes it off and returns back to his food. Ready to dig in properly. Oh, he never answered. Dang it. Oh well. Ready to dig in properly, you take a fry and dip it into your chocolate shake. Stan, handful of fries. You don't do that? Yo, it's the best thing, especially fries and Wendy's Frosties. Bruh, oh my goodness, they're so good. Anyway, especially chocolate Frosty. Chocolate Frosties are where it's at. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Unless you're allergic to chocolate, then please get vanilla. Stan, handful of fries, ready to be shoved into his gaping mouth, looks at you like you just screamed bloody murder. What? Did you just... What, you've never tried it? No, of course not. It's delicious, perfect mix of sweet and salty. There you go. Stan frowns. Don't knock it till you try it. He scoffs, picking up a fry and dipping it into your shake instead of his own, and pops it into his mouth. His eyes widen as he chews silent until he swallows. That's actually not half bad. Throw it in the face, steal one of his fries. Steal one of his fries. Wait. Steal one of his fries. Seeing the moment he's off guard, you reach over and snatch a fry from his face. Hey! Payback! Sam picks up your shake and takes a big ol' swig. Hey! He sets it back down, licking his lips triumphantly. He's missed his spot though, and there's a bit of chocolate left on the side of his smirking mouth. Pointing out, wipe it off for him. Of course I would. Hey Stan, you've got some... You lift your hand to his face and wipe the chocolate away with your thumb. Stan's breath hitches at your touch. When you absently lick the chocolate away, he's nearly beat red. Stan! I love that spray. Again, I love that spray. And just like that, Stan leans forward, meeting... Pardon? Okay. What? And just like that, Stan leans forward, meeting your lips with his. The kiss is sweet in more ways than one. The taste of salt and sugar, a combination both familiar and exciting. Ew. That's... wow. Yeah, you could sure get used to that. The two of you part, eyes wide. A delighted laugh escapes you, and Stan joins in. Hey, you want to get out of here? Lead the way. Goodness. I was not prepared for that. However, the experience was apparently nice, so sure, why not? Soon you're back in the old Diablo, engine purring to life as Stan screeches out of the little parking lot and onto Main Street. Dreamy. With the way he drives, you honestly don't know how he keeps his car in such good shape, even with his mechanic skills. Pardon me. But eventually your speed becomes reasonable as Stan transitions from the asphalt road's dirt, and you've left to realize your quickened pulse isn't due to his driving, but from anticipation. You taking me for some late night errands again? Nah, thought we could just see where the road takes us. You know, for a small town, it sure is huge. Tell me about it. This forest is more of a trap than the shack. That's a bit of worked on me just fine. Well, I like it. Goodness gracious. Okay. That's a bit of worked on me just fine. I'll say that. I'll be flirty. Can't take all the credit on that one. Sure. I did not say that. Goodness gracious. Why? I know I keep saying goodness gracious. I apologize. Sure, Ford's babe magnet helped. Stan barks out a laugh at that. But I was drawn to this place on my own, too. I mean, it's grown on me, like a fungus, sure, but it has. And I'm not the kind of guy who hikes trails or draws gnomes. That's my brother. I'd rather be in the city than the woods. Fewer bugs, more people to pickpocket, and not everyone knows my face. So then how does someone like you end up in a place like this? You said you were from New Jersey, right? I know how everyone else has gotten here, but not you. Oh no, it's gonna get sad. Wait, hold on. I thought I saw some... Okay, it's just me then. Stan sighs as if the weight of his whole life story lies with that question. Luckily, he humors you. Long story short, my brother and I had a falling out when we were kids. High school. I got kicked out. Barely talked to him or my parents for 10 years. He moved here. I spent those years bouncing from state to state. Oregon was one of the few I hadn't been banned from. Yeah, wow. You're telling me. Then one day, he dropped me a line, asked me to come here. I came thinking he wanted to make up, at least talk things out, but he was in a bad place. Basically told me to get lost. What? That's awful. Yeah, well, we both made our mistakes that day. We fought, said some things, threw some punches, and I suppose now that you know how weird this town is, telling you I accidentally pushed my twin brother through the cosmic portal in the basement, leaving him to fend for himself and hop through dimensions for the next 30 years, isn't as crazy as it would normally be. Your mouth is just agape. Seriously, you think your jaw might be on the floor. Close your mouth, kid. You catch flies like that. Ask him about the portal. Ask him about him. Ask him about Ford. That was a bad idea. Ask about him. What about you? You said Ford went through the portal for 30 years, and what did you do during that time? Is that what made you start the shack? Yeah. Like I said, I came here because Sixer asked me. Because once he was gone, I didn't have anywhere to go. And I wasn't gonna leave till I got him back. Did he really spend 30 years of his life trying to get his brother back? So I started the Mystery Shack. The locals thought I was my brother and like the mysterious scientist in the woods shtick. So I had to roll with it. Wait, so you had to pretend to be Ford too? The whole time? Only in name, sweetheart. It's a good thing I always knew went by Stan anyway. Let me tell you, Stanford Pines was never cooler than when he was me. Caught off guard in your absolute shock, you erupted into laughter. Okay, that I can absolutely believe. By now it feels like you've been driving for a good while. You're starting to wonder if Stan really does have no idea where he's going. But the thought stops in its tracks as the car makes a sharp turn on a diverging path. You catch the slightest glimpse of a wooden sign saying, "Do not answer." Stan, where are we going? Relax, Jay. I know what I'm doing. Ooh, are we gonna look at space? Please tell me we're gonna look at space. I really hope we're gonna look at space. That would make me so happy. There's this real hot spot up ahead on the cliff's edge. Lets you see the whole town and the horizon and everything. Real picturesque. It sounds amazing. The car suddenly jerks left, and there's a troubling bump as you go over a large redwood root. That is, if we don't die before we get there. Sorry, kid, that one was in my blind spot. It's pitch black outside, Stan. Everything's a blind spot. Alright. Hold on, one more jump and we're in the clear. Hold on, don't. Hold on, I guess. You grasp the back of your seat in one hand, the car's door handle with the other, unsure of how big a bump he has in mind. It's worse than you expected. Oh god, that sound. Stan accelerated enough that you hear the wheels have left the ground until landing hard enough that Stan finds it necessary to brace you with his own arm, keeping you from slamming your head into the dashboard. Oh, we're not looking at space. Stanmobile pulls up to its destination at the cliff's edge. Just as Stan said, you have a perfect view of the whole town, surrounding canyon and the remarkably saucer-esque shape cut into the natural bridge. You catch Stan's pleased grin from the corner of your eye as you gasp, taking it all in. Though the sun has long since set, the small glowing streetlights from the small town illuminate the surrounding trees, providing only a slight hint of the mountain shadows. It's not until seeing it from up here like this that it sinks in just how secluded from the world Gravity Falls is. It's almost like a hidden treasure among the evergreens. And though the black, thick forest deep behind where you're parked might seem daunting alone at night, here at Sand it just feels promising. So I'm guessing you like it, right? It's beautiful. As you survey the scene, you realize this cliff seems rather untouched, save for a flimsy barrier made of wire and stakes just before its end. How did you find this place? Well, there's this other spot just like this one, and I'm told the kids call Lookout Point. It's just across from us, actually. Stan points to the spot opposite the car straight ahead. Huh. Place is infested with teenagers, though. Saw it myself when I drove up here to help Dipper with a girl situation. Teenagers, gross. Exactly. I agree. It hits you more fully now that you're here with Stan, alone, together, away from the world as you know it. You're thrilled, anxious, and suddenly don't know what to do with your hands. A nervous giggle escapes you, and Stan offers a kind, reassuring smile in return as he slings his arm along the back of his seat, crossing his leg over the other. The casual air is contagious, and you're thankful for it. So, how'd you kill time in a place like this for 30 years, besides all the shack and secret portal stuff? Stan laughs, scratching his neck. Well, as you know, I'm full of surprises. I'd skip town every now and then for actual supplies or a promising hookup, but as the shack became a household name, I had to stay put for longer and longer. So I'd make do to enjoy the small town thing. You settle in. You're not budging until he elaborates. Like what though? The fun stuff like disco nights? Stan scans the horizon looking for something. Okay, there. See the bowling place? Used to have a team there. We were really good, thanks to yours truly. Until this wet blanket Toby came on board and had to use bumpers like a baby. Again, he didn't mean to laugh. Yikes. Got that right. Aside from that, there's a giant taco joint and bar. The kids like to go to the arcade, and the mini golf place is pretty decent. He starts counting on his fingers. There's a mall, a creepy animatronic pizza place, a public pool, which I would not recommend, by the way, unless you're into sitting in strangers' filth. That all sounds pretty dang fun, minus the filth part. Sounds like there's actually a lot to do around here. It's weird, ain't it? It's like you'll never hear about a place, but if the situation calls for it, pow, it's right there in town. You really like hearing Stan talk. About anything, really. The way he emotes with his hands, the grit in his voice, and the gradual increase of enthusiasm when he gets passionate, even about something small, and of course, he never fails to make you laugh. You could listen to him all night long. So your parents do just that, adjusting your legs into a more relaxed position. Nothing wrong with taking advantage of the leg room with wide bench seats. The graveyard, the factory, that weirdly shaped building. I don't think it matters. Okay. The graveyard. Oh, nothing special there, and not even that spooky. Sure, the grave of America's most lost president is there, and something about a national treasure, but I went there myself for artifact inspiration, and there wasn't even a decent headstone to steal. The factory on the cliff nearby. You know, I'm surprised that place is still even there. There used to be this attraction in the middle of town, this Gideon Gleeful. Hold on, Gleeful, like Bud Gleeful. The car dealership guy, Gleeful. Yep. Gideon is Bud's snot-nosed child. They used to run this scam that made money off poor suckers' hopes and dreams by posing Gideon as a psychic. I don't know. It's just as tasteless as you're probably imagining. He'd even dance around and sing like a monkey in a tux. So what? I had a real monkey at the shack back then. Wore a hat and everything. Anyway, these idiots obviously ate it all up. He became my biggest competition and even bigger pain in my butt. That old factories where they used to make his merchandise. What happened to Gideon? The kid had some realizations, I guess, like a lot of people in this town. Supposedly he's trying to get the silver spoon out of his mouth and be a normal tween like the rest of them. But who knows? I haven't heard about him this visit, so I can't tell you for sure. That must be a good sign. That weirdly shaped building. That's the club. Shoot him a look. Stan makes it through the next words laughing. That's the name, honest. You snort. Clever? The name might be questionable, but the place is nice enough to only let you in if you're rich. Only ever managed to sneak in there once. Bad vibes there, even for somebody like me. Worst of all, the food was mediocre. Not the kind of quality I didn't pay for. There's a lull in the conversation, a moment where the both of you are simply admiring the view. It seems you've inched your way closer to Stan as he was speaking, because all of a sudden you realize that your leg isn't all that far from his. The reflection of the outside light on Stan's glasses keeps you from being able to read his expression from his position. Stay put, get closer, is what it says. Lit. You very nearly closed the gap between you both, and it would have been smooth, too, if not for the creak of the patent leather seat as you shifted. Stan's grins tells you he noticed. Damn, time for a diversion. What's that on the water tower over there? Oh, that old chestnut? What does it look like to you? Muffin, explosion, rain cloud. It doesn't matter, so I'm gonna pick. Looks like a muffin. Looks like a muffin. Not sure why anyone would choose that as a symbol for vandalism. Maybe it scares the hell out of anyone with a wheat allergy. Maybe it's a bran muffin. He wiggles his fingers like he's telling a spooky story with extra raisins. You know, I almost died up there once. It's a real doozy of a story. You take the bait. Oh, do tell. So he does, with his usual flourish, painting a picture of the time he and his great niece bravely scaled the tower and nearly got shaken from it by a video game character come to life. You find yourself with another chance to move closer. Do it. Why not? Stan's speech falters a bit as you inch closer and the side of your hand brushes his, but he continues when you leave it there. So, I say to Mabel, having just looked at him straight in his dumb, ugly face. Oh, hello. Finally, your thigh meets his, and suddenly he seems to have a pretty persistent itch on the back of his neck, because he can't stop rubbing it. And so, that punk Robbie learned his lesson eventually, but you know how his types are. I think I have an idea, yeah. Your eyes meet Stan's, and you hope to God he can't tell how your heart is hammering in your chest. Screw it, here goes nothing. Oh, okay. You steel your nerves, moving and gently resting your head on Stan's shoulder, leaning to his side. You hold your breath as you focus on the water tower in front of you, worried about what look he could be giving you. Stan clears his throat, pulling his arm away from you, and for a moment the feeling that you just crossed the line makes you mentally curse yourself. Till he lets out an extremely fake yawn. Oh my god, Stan! Embarrassingly fake yawn. And his arm above his head and out, resting across your shoulders. You're so excited by his touch and your success that it takes you a moment to realize the yawn and stretch. You just use that cliche. It's all you want. It works. And moreover, it worked. Exactly. Enjoy his victory or call him out. I'm gonna let him enjoy his victory. Cause you know what? I've done it a couple times and it's worked. So I mean, let him have this one. Can't help but giggle. What? Stan reddens, smiling sheepishly down at you. You attempt to compose yourself. Nothing. You settle into your new spot in his hold, and he seems to relax a bit too. Feel like you're so cute and endearing. Stan's chest puffs out at that with a laugh. Oh, you just said that out loud, didn't you? You'd be surprised at how little I've heard that before. Now that you're against his side, you really don't know what to do with your damn hands. They feeling a little extra shy? Curse these leather seats. Keep your hands to yourself. Rest one on his side. Hold him. That's a thing. Hold him. Just do it. It's fine. It's like a hug. No big deal. You were basically holding each other while dancing tonight, right? Your arm ever so slightly comes to rest on his torso in a sort of loose embrace. Shy in relief as Stan makes a sound of contentment and shifts his arm to account for your new place. For a moment, you dare not say a thing and instead close your eyes. There's that scent again, that overtone of cheap cologne mingled with leather, cigar smoke, and salt. From this proximity in his car, it's just the right kind of overwhelming. You really can't believe this. Never in your wildest imagination could you imagine this is how your solo summer road trip would turn out. But in this moment, you really can't imagine it any other way. You're just happy. I love that. I love that. That is beautiful. This is art. Hey Stan? Yeah? Thanks for your help. His eyes meet your own as he smiles down at you. No problem, kid. It's just what kind souls like me do. You really are a lifesaver. Seriously, my car would have been a goner. And you rescued me from being bled dry by a mechanic, too. You can feel the rumble in Stan's chest as he hums. Crooks. All of them. Not even charismatic about it. That's certainly a plus, too. Your hand moves upward to his broad chest just below the open V of his shirt. Not only thankful for the place to freeload, though, Stan. I've actually had an incredible time here. Seriously, I'm the luckiest person to ever be ripped out of the forest with their car, since it was by such a nice family. Wait, did I? Okay, I didn't. Okay, it lagged because he raised his eyebrows. Cool. Better than a simple trip to the mystery shack, huh? Definitely. Guess I'm telling you how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Mabel's words come back to you, and despite your doubts begging you to not say anything stupid, your heart is yelling at you. Tell him already, damn it. You know what? Yeah. If everything goes south, you're already about to pack your bags and leave. You're never even gonna have to think the name Gravity Falls ever again. Alright, yep, here it goes. Stan, I really like you. You focus on the gold chain just by your fingertips and toy with it. Fingertips? Fingertips and toy with it. Avoiding eye contact to keep your nerves while you've got him. You can hear him swallow thickly despite your heart thrumming in your ears. I really enjoyed getting to know you these past couple days. Even when you got me shot at. I can't tell you how much of a relief it's been to not only escape death, but complete boredom. But to also find yourself having some of the most fun I've ever had, period. You need an extra gulp of air for this next part. Thank you for tonight. I'm glad you brought me here. And I'm gonna miss you. I glance up and there Stan is, looking at you with a mix of emotions you can't quite place. You think you feel his pulse skip a beat under your skin, and you're sure your own does the same as he looks away. His pronounced jawline is further exaggerated in the shadows, and you see it clench before he faces you again. You know who leans first, or anything. But suddenly Stan's hand is cupping your face and his lips are on yours. It's sweet, but somewhat clumsy, as his glasses remind you of their existence by hitting you in the cheek as he leans in close. You can't help but hum against your lips. And oh God, you forgot to breathe. You part, both of you breathing just a bit heavier than before. Stan's big dumb grin is accompanied by pink-dusted cheeks. Are you okay? What? Oh, goodness gracious. I think we could do better. Oh, no. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think we could do better. Stan laughs, cupping your face and bringing his lips to yours again. He's more confident now. More sure with his hands. This kiss lasts longer and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon, but from this angle, it's still a bit awkward, side by side like this. Sam makes a noise of surprise against your mouth as you grab him by the collar and drag him down with you to the seat. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is getting scandalous! Oh goodness! I didn't expect it to get this scandalous! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is a big oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Shoot, go back, go back. And then he laughs. You feel a smile on yours. The kiss deepens before Stan breaks it to instead kiss along. Oh, goodness! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Oh, no. I wasn't warned. Okay, I knew. Okay. Okay. Surely, it won't get to a point. Surely, right? Right. Surely. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. Life goes on, I'm making out with my favorite character. What is my life? Okay. Shoot. I was not prepared. Goodness gracious. I gotta go. I feel the urge to leave, to run, so I can't do it. I can't do it though. Like, my stepdad's about to wake up to go to work. Like, I can't. I have nowhere to go. I am trapped. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, suck it up. Man up, Jay. Your fingertips have ruffled his hair beyond repair at this point, and you have to admit you prefer it this way. You get caught up in this moment, in his embrace, his kisses, each more intoxicating than the last, and his hand caresses your sides and wastes in a way that makes... Oh, goodness. Okay. Thank the Lord. Oh, goodness gracious, thank God. Thank God. Lupus, what are you doing up? I'm glad you're here, though. I'm so glad you're here. Thank God. God. I wish I saw you earlier. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm about to die. Yeah, I'm about to die. Like, my heart rate is insane right now. Like, I felt like me getting banned from YouTube. Like, I felt it on the cusp of, like, okay. Like, I felt that, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to live over this, am I? Like, I'm never gonna live this down. Aren't I? Like, that's just gonna be my life. This is my defining moment as a human being. This is my defining moment as a human being, right here and now, playing a dating sim. Like, okay. No, not the sensitive. It's not that Stan still blames himself for the accident. Look at how much of a nerd/jerk Ford is. You're right, Stan. Stanford was way cooler when he was you. Oh no, he took you to the secluded bar and said, oh no, prepared the fire extinguisher. Maximum thirst, ahoy. Are you alright, Jay? It sounds like you're about to spontaneous combust. Yeah, that is... Thank God. Okay. I am praising God right now. Thank the Lord. Oh, Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed right now. Like, my face is so red. Like, I feel it. My face is so red right now. I am embarrassed. Oh my goodness. If it was just me playing by myself, I'd be like, whatever. But I am playing this on a stream, and I did not know what was about to happen. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. You both jolt, your hair flipping and Stan's head shooting up at the noise so fast that it hits the roof of the car with an embarrassing clunk. He swears ferociously and rubs his head as he looks up for the source of the disruption. What the? Sorry, Mr. Pines. Gosh dang it. I was hoping he just like hit his elbow or something, or in this case, I guess it would be his knee. I don't know. Oh, God, I'm so... Ugh. I love this game. But, ooh, buddy, if you wanted fan service, Stan's route is the route to go. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, keep it together, keep it together, Jay. Come on. You bolt up at the voice, distant and slightly echoing. Stan practically growls, pinching the bridge of his nose and hiding his face in shame. Sweet Moses. It was an accident, we swear. Oh, God. Sam flips on his headlights to illuminate another car with two people inside, directly across from you at lookout point. It must have pulled up while you two were not looking. That's one way to put it. Stan kicks open his door so hard and fast you're amazed it's still on his hinges as he steps out. Dang it, Robbie. But also, thank you so much, Robbie. Robbie, you are a blessing. Never forget that. I'm gonna kill you, Robbie! Robbie? Are you serious? Sure enough, the figure in the driver's seat, scared out of its absolute wits, fits the description of an angsty-looking emo teen. There's a girl in the seat next to him with purple hair who seems to be trying to hide behind her phone as she slaps the boy's shoulder. We were just leaving. We didn't see your car when... I don't remember your last name right now, Robbie, but you're gonna hope I never find out. You're dead. You hear me, kid? Dead. Or... Stan, whatever your name is. That would have been bad earlier. Oh, goodness. Dang it, Robbie. Don't say dang it, Robbie. Robbie is a blessing. Robbie is of yours. They're there to watch you macking the hunky. Oh, I hate. Don't say it like that. Goodness gracious. I'm just so embarrassed right now. I keep saying that, but I am. Like, I'm not. This is not. Ugh, good God. Ugh. Oh. The other car screeches the rest of the way out of sight at that. A couple more accidental honks and a final "I'm so sorry" being thrown your way as it goes. That was absolutely mortifying. Yes, it was. But you know what was more mortifying? Watching the fact that I was probably about to lose my channel in a matter of seconds because of sexual content. Okay? I'm exaggerating, but I am genuinely upset. And although that's definitely the most embarrassed you've ever been, you kind of feel bad for the guy. Imagine being on the other end of this situation. Stan flops back into his seat, swearing under his breath for a moment before sighing. He rubs his face with his hands before looking to you. Well, that happened. He seems nice. Stan grumbles. I would say that, dang it. Stan grumbles, shutting his car door and starting up the engine. Can't even drive to a cliff and get any privacy in this town. Guess we should start heading back. He offers you an apologetic smile. You know what? I'm cool with that. Look, I'm not the type, again, I'm not the type to kiss on the first, second, or third date. Like, once it's like fourth or five, sure, why not? But, like, that was a lot. So, yeah, again, No. We should, but can we take the scenic route? Yeah, absolutely. Dreamy. I can't look at him right now. Like, it's weird. Like, I just experienced that. Gosh, dang it. I knew this would happen with this game. Ugh, God. I love this game, but still. Well, Tambry saw you and Stan. This is so... Oh, no, I didn't even think about that. I mean, it's already on the internet. It's already on the internet. Oh, no. Death would be so great right now. Ugh, God, anyway. Luckily, the scenic route is also the long way home. You were mostly joking about a scenic route back to the shack during this time of night, but both Gravity Falls and Stan have a way of amazing you to no end. Little bioluminescent mushrooms are sprinkled along the path, on the trees, in perfect rings. Stan drives slowly, and you take advantage of it to marvel at the greenish glow. But maybe Ford can let us know if there's something like it without the pest. You rest your head on the windowsill, watching the toadstool of all shapes and sizes go by, counting them. I'd really like that. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to turn my light off. Because again, my stepdad is about to get ready for work. Or is currently getting ready for work. So I gotta have my light off. Anyway. While I'm at it, I'm gonna take a swig of water. Because, I need it right now. Jesus Christ, if I knew there was gonna be that much fan service, gee whiz, it would have put like a warning or something. I don't know why I'm so upset about this. It's just, ugh. Whatever. It's fine. Like, you warned me. I just didn't know. Actually, I take that back, because while, Alex Hirsch was playing this, there was a point, he goes, does this like, go anywhere? Does this get, like, sexual anywhere? And, someone in the chat goes, kinda? I should have taken that hint. Legit, during that scene, I was like, oh no, I didn't heed warning, did I? Because I knew it probably wouldn't be with Ford, and then I was like, okay, that confirmed that. And then, like, Stan, I was like, okay, things are moving kind of fast, and I'm like, oh god, break. Past mistakes. Poor naive Alex had no idea this was waiting for him. Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy. With each passing minute, the rumble of the road and the thrum of the car seemed to add another weight to your eyelids, and suddenly your fatigue catches up to you. You alright? You have an affirmative, and Stan takes you at your word. Well, this could be better. Sliding up next to him, you bring Stan's free arm that's not on the wheel around yourself like it was earlier this evening, and he chuckles. That's right, get yourself comfortable. You let your eyes fall closed, content. Okay, that's sweet. Raising up when there's a nymph or something. Will do, Jay. Heck yeah. It's your last day in Guardians. Oh no. This is gonna suck, isn't it? You. Weeks ago you were worried that, know this. Just yesterday, okay. Cherish friends for life. That's probably my favorite line. Too late, suckers. Cherish friends for life. There they are. Thought they were gonna miss the big river. Now you guys, okay, it's amazing. I never trust any else. Think of you every time I went to okay. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, because I'm just gonna dig myself into a hole. You laugh, giving Stan a big hug and gratitude. Thank you, Stan. You turn to the whole room and take the moment in. Thank you all for the spin. I'm gonna stick with unforgettable, because that is definitely unforgettable. Just something to remember, Spud. For me too. Oh, and me. Save it for later. Open on the road after you leave. Or, well, when you rest stop. Okay. Skipping this because I've read it before. Except I guess. Hold on. I've got one more thing to say before you go. And kids, you head on in first. You too, Sixer. Give us some time alone. Oh, shoot. I didn't zip it. I gotta show them some kinks with the engine. Mabel's oohs as she leaves, accompanying Dipper and Ford back into the shack. You think that was all together too easily, and Stan must think so too, because he turns back to the shack's visible window just as Mabel peeks out from the side of the window pane. Alone, Mabel. Mabel disappears from the window, and Stan turns back to you. Well, it's been a couple of weeks, huh? Gotta say, I'm usually on the other side of this conversation. If there's a conversation at all, that is. Look, I've never been good at this stuff, but I'll cut to the chase. If this was just a summer thing, I get it. I really do. But if it were more, why would I? It's more. Stan laughs with relief. Really? Oh, hi, Kat. You just scared the crap out of me. I hope you understand. Really? I mean, of course, really. I'm a fantastic catch. You lucked out with this one, kid. Honestly, Stan, you're not wrong. You don't come off as the long distance type. I was afraid to ask, so I wasn't sure I had the guts. But I'm glad you did. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, you know, there's still a few things I could get a better hang of. You give a warm look of your own, letting your fondness show, and Stan flusters under your gaze. Well, I guess I should give you my number. Wait, you already have that. Kiss on the cheek would be nice, like a proper goodbye kiss. Okay. You know the devs really wanted to play off the Grunkle Thursdays. They should have. You know, I was thinking that because I was like, you know, during this whole scene, like, it didn't escalate to that. So but I mean, I don't know. They did have a wet t-shirt, a little bit. So, if you remember that. But anyway. You know what? I've been assertive this whole playthrough. What's gonna stop me now? Sanskritin is contagious. You barely lean in before he meets you with a purposeful kiss, one that holds promise. It's enough to bring you back to the memories of the night in his car on the cliff. Of course. Oh yeah, you'll definitely be staying in touch. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Just as you're about to deepen the kiss, a high-pitched squeal rips your attention from each other to the sound's origin, to find that it's none other than Mabel pressing up against the shack's window. I knew you could do it, Grunkle Stan. I knew it. Love it, lads. A small hand comes into view and grabs her away from the window, before a six-fingered one waves and draws the curtains shut. Stan looks a bit... Goodness gracious, what is happening? Gmail. Ugh. Freaking job. Garbage. Okay. Stan looks a bit peeved at being interrupted, but relaxes as you laugh. You got some really good kids there, Stan. Trust me, I know. Mabel talked me through some of the rough spots, believe it or not. Oh, I do. Maybe next time me and Ford Doc, we can, pick up where we left off. Another more chest peck on the lips serves as your answer. I'll hold it to you. Goodness. I'll hold you to it, sailor. I can't even... Words. Don't forget me now, alright? I swear I'll spam you with text messages if you do. Dipper showed me how. Oh no. Laughing. You share your final goodbye with one last look at him. Couldn't forget you if I tried. See you later, Stan. Stan watches as you get in your car and start up the engine. You turn into the road with ease. In a rear view mirror, see Stan waving goodbye, as well as Dipper, Mabel, and Ford from the shack. Smile at the sight and say goodbye into the quiet of your car. Watch until you have to focus on the road once more. A little while longer and you're through town. Back on the open road. A sign passes on the right. Now leaving Gravity Falls. So until your eyes are rested or what the Pines family get. I'm sure to Mike's Twitter and a photo. I know to click the photo this time. Goodness gracious. Oh, I like that photo though. That's a good photo of him. It's cute. The end. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making this game. It's fantastic. Oh, goodness. So, which is my favorite photo? Okay. So, I've determined that Ford's probably either this one or this one because I just like how casual it is. And then for Stan, probably this one or this one. Just because I just like the comfort in it. Not because of what happened. You know, so what'd you think of the game? Final thoughts. Okay. So the game overall was absolutely fantastic. It was very well written, very well drawn, and it was executed quite well. A few grammar mistakes here and there, but again, I expect this out of this type of game. And it was absolutely astounding and beautiful. And I was very invested. At some points, I felt like I was actually there. It was very immersive, and I enjoy that for the story. And yes, I was technically a character in the story, but I don't know. Even if I wasn't, I feel like I'd be immersed in it just as much, you know? Ford, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, personally, I liked Ford's route better, mainly because it's a lot more PG than Stan's. Now, did I enjoy the Stan's? Yes, I did. But for me, personally, as somebody who, like, plays dating sims, like, not often, I don't play them as much as I used to. I played them a lot in high school, but, early high school, like sophomore, freshman year, I played them a lot. Personally, the one that I just felt like the most connected to was Ford's. Mainly because I think, I don't know, as a fellow Slytherin, I think I just understood him better, and I felt more for him. And then Stan, yeah, it was a fun adventure, but that's the thing, it was a fun adventure, and it's not something I could do every day. But I guess I could say the same thing with Ford. It's a lot of, but I mean, like, as far as, like, actually criticizing it, I think they were about at the same level. I feel like the characters were very, very on point. But, like you said, Amigo, Ford probably would have been a bit more, gruff about things, certain things. But I like the soft version of Ford a lot, but I guess that was the point. If you hear my cat purring, it's because she is in my lap at the moment, and I apologize, but like, this game was truly just a nice throwback into the world of Gravity Falls that I think everyone in the fandom needs. I encourage everyone to play this game. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. This game is absolutely fantastic. And it was well done. very well drawn. Like, I can't get over this. Like, I love the paint type style a lot. And then, this is just one stars in the background. Just, it's nice. Like, this is just comfortable. But the art was absolutely astounding in this game. And, again, credits here. Wow. Like, a good bit of people worked on this game. You know? It was, and they did very well. They did astoundingly well. And especially with a program like RenPy, it's straight up code. Like, well, I wouldn't say straight up code. It's like simplified code, if that makes any sense. But again, this game was very impressive. It was very fun. I did say this earlier, but the fighting part, like the boxing part, it's randomly generated. I don't know how you do that in RenPy. As somebody who's worked with it in the past, I don't know how you did it, but it was awesome. Same thing with, well, I vaguely know how to do it. Like, I know you can do it, obviously you can, but, like, with the Dungeons and More Dungeons part, that little inventory thing, that was cool. It was unnecessary, but it was a cool feature, you know? Like, I have no complaints about this game. I have none. Characters were on point. Like, yeah, I have, like, complaints, but not major ones that just were like, this ruined the game for me. I have none. Like, I really hope Alex Hirsch plays this through. I really do. Because this game is just, God, it's astounding. Absolutely fantastic. Goodness gracious. Tumblr. Like, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I may stream this again one more time to get all the bad endings, because I'm very curious about them. If there are bad endings, I think there is. I'll have to, let me actually look up that real quick. Yeah, there is no Susan Wendy's part. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, that, yeah, it made me sad, but, like, again, it was kind of like, I don't know. Okay. Found the Robbie encounter in the game. So it was over here. Oh goodness, they have cute freaking they had cute little doodles. Oh goodness. Thirst is real. I think they do. Frequently asked questions. Let's go there. Did I have this real? Yes. Who's responsible for making the game? Did I make the game? Can I send compliments? Is answering to ask. Can I choose my name and pronouns? I'm having trouble. I would get how are the gallery pictures on? How many endings are there? Can I clear my games and start over? Weapons to my save files if I update. Okay, so here's kinda answers that questions. Will the game let me both dates both stand and forward at the same time? Nope, only one time. The reason for this is that an amount of work involved in making it a satisfactory experience would have basically meant writing a whole new route. It already took a bunch of work from everyone to get the game finished with just 2 routes. I wouldn't have asked for 3, fair enough. Going to make a part 2 or any future games. We're done with the game and don't plan to add any more content. Consider part 2 to be in your hearts and imaginations. If you like it, some extra inspiration, there's reader insert fantasy fiction on Tumblr and AO3. Okay. Okay, so I think if there is bad endings, it's just if you want more Gravity Falls Lost Legends, yeah, I'm probably about to order that. I'll probably order it after vacation though, since I don't want any packages coming in while I have like people over or while I'm not here and stuff. But I think the bad endings are just kind of like whatever. Like, oh, you just don't get this character, whatever. I don't know. I survived, but when this used to get cut out due to wanting to focus on pines. I get that. He doesn't really lie in the story, you know, yeah. Okay. Can never bring myself to do the bad ending. I'm a completionist when it comes to these type of games. For the most part, I normally just go for like all the routes, but I don't really go for bad endings that often. But I kind of want to see, you know, like I want to see like the dialogue and everything with that, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's better suited for a different stream that's not at 4:20 in the morning. 4:20. Anyway, I'm gonna call this game quits for now. Most likely come back to it soon. I hope so anyway, because this game is really, really fun and I enjoyed it. I may replay it. Just for whatever. I may get Alex to play it on stream and see what happens. Because I think his reactions would be very interesting. Especially when it came to Stan's route. Anyways, who knows? Nice time to stream. Thanks for streaming. Glad to catch the ending with you. I'm so glad you joined. You are such a joy. But anyway, I gotta go, to sleep. Even though I'm not really tired, I gotta go take, some melatonin so I can sleep. And, catch you all on the flip side. See you next time. Bye, guys.